Hello and welcome to the EUSL. I'm RadicalRex, and today the final game of the EUSL Pro Division with Brunk HC taking on Underdogs. Next games will of course be the start of the Deciduous Cup, but for now this game doesn't actually decide anything in the seedings. Number 1 versus number 4, they're both locked in at those places, but it is a good little view into how these teams might perform in playoffs. Brunk HC, the heavy favourites of course. Only dropped 2 games in the regular season. Underdogs came in 4th. I think at the start of the season I probably wouldn't have guessed they'd get that high, but they really played well towards the last couple of weeks of the season. I reckon everyone should bet some points on the game because I'm about to ready up and we should get started very shortly. Bet your points now. Go, go, go. Bet, bet, bet. Betting's good. Gambling is good. Bet points. We end submissions now. We're underway. Like I said, last game of the season here, and Denny takes it to start, launching an early shot. Underdogs have certainly got their work cut out to win here today, but they've been playing well recently. Khosty trying an early shot there. Now Khosty. Denny with a good break on net, launching a shot. Rare miss for Denny. Playing up for Khosty now from Jiri. Jiri, the new player to join this lineup this season, joining the 3 that played in the 3v3 league last season when we had a 3v3 league. Here's Denny again, and he looks for Khosty this time. Not quite connecting on that pass. Back to Khosty. Tobe in net today. He has played net most games this season, although Golganator has been there, and Khosty bounces it off of, I think it was Alpi maybe, no, Jiri it looks like. Yeah, bouncing off of Jiri there. He looked for Jefferson, but bounced off of Jiri and into the net. And it's an early 1-0 lead for Underdogs. Bounce back to Khosty. Khosty across to Jiri. Khosty back to Tobe. It's going to be interesting to see how this Underdogs team fare. And Khosty makes it 2. Quick pass there. Tobe cross ice. Finds Khosty. No one behind him. An easy goal for them. It'll be interesting to see how this Underdogs perform in playoffs. They match up first against Karakopla. I think that'd be quite a close matchup. An interesting game to watch. Back to Khosty. Khosty has it, bouncing it for Khosty. Khosty around for Alpi. Alpi back to Khosty. Khosty. Now for Khosty. Khosty back to Khosty. Denny plays up the ice. Now Khosty picks up. Pressured by 2, finds Alpi. Alpi looks in the middle for Khosty. Tobe shots that down, and Khosty under pressure by Jefferson. Highest goal scorer in the league. He's had a season and a half. Currently sitting on 50 goals scored. Although I say that, the guy in second is Khosty, who's currently with 47 goals scored. Only 3 behind, and Jefferson could have made it 4 there. Missed the opportunity. And Penguin Legs with 45, Odra with 42, Damn the Fish with 41. That's the top 5. Here's Khosty again. Looking for a pass, goes back to Khosty. So Underdogs team have done a nice job with the long passing game all season. None of the players tend to hold the puck very long, they just go for the long game. And Khosty there. Beaten to the angle by Khosty. Khosty was just trying to find an angle past him and couldn't quite. Khosty needs to play it out now, has it. Can't play away from Denny though. Good pressure there by Khosty and Denny, and puck ends up back with Jefferson. He launches a long shot, Khosty just stops that. Here's Jiri. Jiri tries a shot. Khosty tries a wraparound, and Tobe not having none of that. Denny now with a run on net, and Denny makes it 3. Denny hasn't been the prolific goal scorer that he's been the rest of the season, but he's certainly played well. With Jefferson Khosty up front, he's been able to play more of a defensive role. Here's Alpi. Now around to Tobe. Jefferson can't control it. Khosty puts it in the middle. No one there for it though. Good opportunity there, missed. Tobe again. Back to Khosty. Khosty around for Alpi. Alpi. Can he put it in the middle? No, he can't. Good pressure. Khosty again. Still Khosty. Now Jefferson. Tobe pressured. Here's Alpi. No one on the end of that. Now Khosty again. Across for Jiri. Jiri bouncing up for Sweatsy, but Khosty gets there first. Plays it away. Now Khosty again. Up to Sweatsy. Cleared away by Denny. Here's Tobe. Back to Khosty. Alpi now. He has Sweatsy on the far side and doesn't go for him. Really, I think a poor decision there by Alpi. Should have gone for Sweatsy on the far side of the net. Tobe is a good enough goalkeeper so that it's not really worth trying that. Here's Jeffson. Still Jeffson. Couldn't find a way past Khosty there. Khosty did a good job. Standing strong on the post. Here's Tobe. Can't find a way past Sweatsy, and still Tobe with it though. Good pressure by Sweatsy, but Tobe's escaped. Still has it. Now looks around for Jeffson. Khosty presses up high there. Maybe Sweatsy has a chance here. Denny and Tobe doing a really good job shutting down those chances before they can turn into goals. And on the other end, Jeffson and Khosty doing a good job creating goals for the rest of them. They've been absolutely lethal all season, and so far they've looked good. Here is Jeffson. Gets on the board for the first time this game. Makes it 51 on the season. Here's Khosty. That will end the first period. And that is a pretty impressive first period for Brunk HC. They didn't really give too many chances away there. Underdogs got close, but never really got to a point where it looked like they were going to score. Just waiting now for Khosty, and we should be underway. And there we go. Khosty and Jeffson on the face-off. Khosty pushes the puck back to Denny, and Denny immediately plays up the board. Looked for Khosty, couldn't find him. Jiri and Denny now fighting. Denny to Khosty, good stop by Khosty on the end of that. Here's Alpi. Back to Jeffson. Jeffson pushes it wide to the left. Khosty has it again. Round for Alpi this time. Alpi playing up for... That's Denny. Denny was almost camouflaged in that Underdogs logo. I couldn't quite see him, but got the puck there. Almost scored himself a goal. Here's Jeffson back to Khosty. Khosty and Jeffson has been super effective up front for Brunk HC. Tobe now. Back to Khosty. Now Denny. Looking for Khosty. Khosty couldn't get on the end of it, and it's now bouncing back for Denny, but Jiri with good pressure. Denny backing off, playing it around for Tobe. Tobe takes that well, looks for Jeffson, but it's Khosty on the end of it. Now Alpi. Underdogs have been able to play the puck through the midfield fairly well. They just haven't really been able to manage much past the offside line. Here's Khosty. Alpi couldn't control that on the board and plays it back for Khosty. Did a good job of avoiding the pressure today, and as I say that, Khosty gets home with that pressure. Jiri has to take it. Out for Khosty again. Across for Alpi. Good opportunity here for a goal potentially, and that's about as close as they come. And again there, two opportunities on that attack, but neither result in a goal. That was about as close as they come to a goal so far. I should say, by the way, Khosty... where's Khosty? Khosty not on the top 10 goals list, but is top in assists. And Jeffson, I'm not sure... Oh, of course, Sessi is... Surely... No, I'm not really sure how, but Jeffson has managed to get himself second for assists. Despite the fact that neither of his teammates are on the top 10 goals scored. I guess that's shared between Khosty and Sessi, most of those goals that he assisted. But whether it's been Sessi in or it's been... Khosty, and it's been very, very effective offensive duo there. Alpi can't get it past Jeffson, who still has it. He's going to maybe try a shot here. Looks for the far post. Couldn't quite find it. Here's Tobe into the middle. Jiri needs to clear that, and Khosty comes in and gets it. Jiri just couldn't quite get the clearance there. Tried it, but Khosty, good heads-up play, crashed the net. And Jiri's clearance came straight off his stick and onto Khosty's. Makes it another goal. Here's Sweatsy. Still Sweatsy, bouncing off the back ball of the net. 5-0 down, and so far, aside from that chance just a moment ago, they haven't come that close to scoring. It's going to be interesting to see if anyone can defeat this Brunk HC side come playoffs. Jiri back to Sweatsy. Now to Jiri again. All three of them on in there. He couldn't get the pass out. Here's Jiri. Now Sweatsy, another opportunity there, but Tobe does a good job rushing out net, bumping it away. And Khosty with a puck there. That was dangerous, but Jiri did a good job bumping Khosty off it. Now Jefferson. Up to Ksantin. He plays up for Alpi. Alpi trying to put it in the middle. Can he? No, he can't. Denny puts it back now. Still not much going for Underdogs, just struggling to make anything happen up front. Ksantin has been fairly reliably getting passes up the rink. But nothing's really come on the end of them. And here's another good opportunity for Brunk. Here's Alpi. Alpi beats Tobe, plays the puck in, and finally they get the goal. Nice counter-attack there. I think it was Sweatsy who set it up. Alpi and Tobe left alone with it. Here's Jeffson round for Khosty. And he puts a pass to Tobe. Now Sweatsy. He looks across for Jiri. Jiri round to Ksantin. Ksantin. Across now for Sweatsy. Back to Jiri, but Jefferson gets on the end of it. A good build-up play there for Underdogs. But Jefferson read that pass well and gets it. Puts that to an end, but they're back again. Sweatsy now trying to look it in the middle. Here's Ksantin. And he tries to find Sweatsy again, but Jefferson again makes the catch. Looks for Khosty. That will end that one there. 5-1 at the end of the second. Brunk HC still in the lead, but Underdogs get themselves on the board at least. Here we go. Jefferson and Alpi on the face-off. Here's Denny. He finds Jefferson. And Jefferson get in the middle here. Maybe looked like he was going to try and do it himself. Has it again. That time Sweatsy bumps him away. Back to Denny. Sent into Alpi. Alpi can't get past Denny, but somehow finds its way to Sweatsy. Now Jefferson has it on the board. Here's Jiri. Jiri tried a shot at the middle. Scored a couple in their win yesterday against OGA, but Jefferson launched a shot there. I've heard Ceci to Scranclan is almost confirmed. I've heard the deal is all but done. Ceci's agent has been in contact. They're ready to sign the moment the regular season ends. The moment the playoffs end, sorry. Here's Alpi. Bouncing it to Sweatsy there. Now Jiri. Back to Sweatsy here. Alpi in the middle. And it was a nice opportunity again there for Underdogs. But not happening again. Here's Jefferson. Now Khosty. Good stop by Ksantin. Ksantin. To be fair to Ksantin, he's been playing pretty consistently well all game, and as I say that, he pushed up there, lost the puck to Jefferson. He finds Khosty, and Khosty opens up. Just as I was saying, Ksantin's been playing pretty well here today. He's absorbed the pressure for the most part quite well and distributed the puck fairly nicely. Just hasn't been much on the end of those passes. Here's Jiri. Convoy, but caught up. three of the Underdogs players there, with just Tobe between them and the Brunk HC net, but they couldn't make anything of it. Opportunities like that, they really have to be scoring if they want a chance in this game. With 3 minutes left and a 5-goal deficit, it's looking unlikely. They've played better in these last two periods, but that 4-0 first period has put them in quite the hole as Denny, another rare miss from him, puts it wide to the right from inside the offside line with an open net. Jefferson now. Around for Denny. They're moving the puck very nicely here, Brunk HC. Alpi puts it in the middle, but didn't quite find Sweatsy. And Sweatsy now, another good opportunity for Underdogs. You can tell they're feeling the pressure. They're really rushing these chances. Jury takes it here, but Coney with the pressure. Back to Tobe. Denny finds Jefferson. Jefferson with some nice moves and somehow found the accuracy. Not quite sure how he found that. Lovely moves there. Santon and Jury sent flying. No idea where to go. Another classic goal there for Jefferson. He was 3 goals ahead of Sweatsy in the top 10 scoreboard. And now he's a few more. Now 5 goals ahead of Sweatsy in that top 10 leaderboard. Santon finds Jiri. No, he doesn't. Coney again with the good pressure. Santon obviously feeling the pressure as well. He's trying to do more and it's costing some mistakes. Like I said, first 2 periods he played pretty well, but back to Alpi. Alpi to Santon. Santon now to Sweatsy. And this puck nearly finds his way into the Underdogs net. Nearly made it 8-1. Here's Alpi with an opportunity, and Sweatsy couldn't batter his way past the defenders. Jefferson to Coney. Jiri now to Alpi. Tobe clears that away. And Jiri makes it 2. Just as I look at chat. How classic. Jiri there battles Coney for it and somehow puts it in the back of the net past 2 defenders. Denny and Tobe couldn't quite react in time. Denny pressured by Sweatsy. It's only a 5-goal deficit now. Goal every 10 seconds and they can find their way back into this one as Coney with a good run on net, but Santon gets a couple bumps on him there to make sure that doesn't happen. Here's Alpi. And Denny wins it off him. Denny with a nice move on Santon, and Jefferson can't find the back of the net. Jefferson again here. Can he make it 3? To Denny. To Coney. Lovely pass there from Denny, but Coney stopped on the line. Now Tobe. Santon. Puts it in the middle, and Jefferson cleared away by Jiri. Coney again now, and he makes it 8-2. And that will be probably all she wrote. With 16 seconds left in the game. Jefferson looking to make it 3, and of course, I say that's all she wrote, but we're talking about Brunk here. Jefferson bags himself another. And surely that is going to be at the end of the game. 11 seconds left. Can they score it? Can they get the double digits? Coney nearly does it. Santon plays it out, and that's probably how it's going to end. Yep, that'll be it. 9-2 for the last game of the season. Brunk HC make a statement on the ice here. They are going to be tough to beat when it comes to playoffs. Let's go to the post-game stats and just get a picture of how dominant they are. And there we go. There you have them. 9 shots on goal for Brunk HC. No, sorry. 31 shots on goal for Brunk HC. Just 8 for Underdogs. Look at the passes. No, passes fairly even. Session actually in Underdogs' favour. But it's shots on target at the end of the day. Like I said, felt like Santon did a fairly good job actually. Well, at least in the first 2 periods. Santon did a fairly good job moving the puck up the rink, but once they crossed into the Brunk HC offside line, there really was nothing going for them. Just weren't able to make anything of it. And that was what decided the game there. Anyway, guys, like I said, playoffs starting, well, this week. I'm not sure when the first game will be. If you type in !EUSL in chat, as usual, you'll get all of the links you need, including the schedule. And there you can see the upcoming games. That third link there is the schedule. Games will be added soon, although not sure when. It's 4 semi-final games first. And after that, moving on to the quarters. No, sorry, quarterfinals, then semis. That's obviously how it works. Anyway, thank you guys all for watching. I'm going to go to the end stream screen now. I appreciate you watching, and I will be back with playoff games coming very soon. Goodbye.